Hi, my name is Cady of Getmdry Fishing Company and Guide Service. We're going to tie one of my favorite jigs today, which is called the Peach Rage. Today we're going to be tying the Peach Rage. We have three parts: the tail, the body, and the collar. It's one of the jigs that I originally tied. It's called the Rage. We start our thread by always wrapping away. We're wrapping our thread back to the bend of the shank. Then we're going to take our scissors and we're going to clip off our tag end. Now we're going to apply the tail, tie the tail in. So we want our tail to be as long as the body, as long as the hook shank. So what we're going to do is we measure our tail, we pinch it, push it up against the hook shank, tie in, tighter, tightest. You're going to hear me say that a lot because that's what makes sure our materials do not spin around the hook. Now we're going to take our thread and wrap forward, wrapping this body right up against the body. Clip off our excess. Now we're going to wrap back to the rear of the hook shank. And now we're going to tie in our chenille. This is a peach chenille I use a lot. It has a lot of pearl in it, a little bit of flash. I like a little bit of flash in my jigs. Now we strip off the chenille so we can get to the white thread that's the base. Now we're going to tie that in. That's the basis of the chenille. If you tie just the chenille in and don't strip to that base, then you're going to have a lot of times you'll have that chenille pull out or rip out of there after you hook your first fish. Now I'm going to take my thread, I'm going to wrap back to the front of the jig, and now I'm going to take my chenille, I'm going to wrap, always wrapping away, and wrap around the hook shank, forward, until I get to the front. Then I'm going to tie off my chenille. Behind the chenille, I'm wrapping with my thread, tighter, tightest. Clip off my chenille, pull off some of the fuzz. A few more wraps just to secure it. After you secure your chenille, what I like to do is I'm going to take my jig out of the vise, I'm going to flip it over. Now we're going to put on the collar. The collar is just some peach yarn made by Glowbug. It glows, and all I need is a little bit of tuft, about the size of your fingernail. Is what I like to put under the collar. Pinch it, push it up against where you want to apply it. Then go tighter, tightest. One or two more wraps just to be sure. And then I'm going to clip it off the same length as the fingernail piece on the other side. At this point, the jig is basically done. All we got to do is tie our knot, a whip finish or half hitch or whatever knot you like to use. I use a whip finishing tool that helps me do that quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cinch it down. 1, 2, 3, 4. Clip off your thread, and you're done. Just apply a little glue on either side, and you're ready to fish. Peach Rage is great for winter steelhead and summer runs. I fish it year round, and it's done really well for me.